Beyond is the story of this young woman called Jodie Holmes, and since the day she was born, she has a link with an invisible entity. It's a presence around her. She doesn't know if it's a ghost or the spirit of someone who passed away, but this thing is always there, and they are tied together.
You tell him what to do, and it happens.
I don't tell Aiden what to do. No one does. He's like a lion in a cage. We're tied together. He can't go away. That makes him really angry. It's not my fault. I want him to leave too. It can be really scary sometimes.
This thing is not exactly a pet or a power. This entity she calls Aiden is really a person with his own personality.
And this entity, you know, protects her and cares about her, but it also interferes with her life.
Jodie! It's over, Jodie. It's over.
It will never be over.
The story itself is very huge, and there's, you know, incredible action. But there's also this, like, beautiful drama within it, and how she relates to herself and Aiden and other people in the world, and the journey she's going on to just be herself and be in control of her own life.
While this has fantasy elements, one of the beauties of it is it's very hardcore.
Here we have a better chance of understanding what's happening. We can find a way to protect you.
Nobody can protect me.
I like the basic idea of this gifted little girl growing up in this environment and the scientist bonding with her and becoming a surrogate father.
I was interested in this idea of adults being fascinated by this little girl and what she can do and wanting.
She's got a very interesting psychological profile for a kid her age, that's for sure.
So there is a strange relationship between them, of a father to his daughter, but at the same time the daughter has this power and the secrets, and she knows so much that Dawkins would like to discover.
Not only am I a surrogate father, but I start to see how I can use her for my particular agenda.
I'm begging you. Jodie, do this for me.
It's a complicated relationship they have. There's lots of complexities of combination of love and betrayal between the two of them.
Did you ever just stop and think about what I want?
When she's 14, 15, 16, you know, she's living in a facility. She doesn't really have any friends. When she tries to, this entity often interferes. It interferes with her love life.
I'm not yours, Aiden. I can have a relationship with whoever I want. This is my life.
And she's just very, very profoundly frustrated and annoyed because she can't just exist.
I didn't ask to be different. I just want to go out and have friends and be like other girls my age.
You'll never be like them. You need to get used to that.
We learned through studying her that there are souls. We figure a way to contain them all and study them.
Oh, okay, I'm recording.
So, trouble is coming.
My character is a CIA agent that basically, you know, gets wind and understands what's going on with Jodie and her powers and what she's sort of been. Yeah, I immediately want to get my hands on her and figure out how I can use her.
I don't care what you think. I'm not going anywhere. You can tell the CIA to fuck off because I'm not going anywhere.
Once we first meet, it's definitely not a pleasant, you know, meeting. She realizes why I'm there, and I'm not there for really great reasons for her, changing her life completely.
It's your room.
This is where you'll study and sleep for the next 3 years. Your training starts tomorrow at 5 a.m. Don't be late.
What interested me in the story is that, of course, not everyone has a link with an invisible entity, but we all have something that we need to accept about ourselves, that we cannot change, and we need to live with that. And this is definitely the story of Jodie and Aiden, this entity. I think it's not about paranormal so much, it's about accepting who we are.
I just wanted to go out. To go out and be like everyone else for once.
I know.
It's weird because I think like anyone can relate to that. Anyone can relate to getting rid of our own kind of personal demons to live and be truly present and free, you know.
So it's a very thought-provoking game, and the player has to make some very difficult choices. So it's a full journey that the player is going to go on, emotionally.
PlayStation